Now, when I think of something we're going to remember about NBA 2K20 is the introduction of us being able to customize our badge points on a game-to-game notice. Whether you're going to be playing 2v2, 3v3, Pro-Am, or Rec, those badge points really make a difference over just getting set badges on archetypes. And honestly, it is give and take on how people feel about it, but I think it's a dope feature. So today we're going to talk about a specific loadout when it comes to the shooting badges in NBA 2K20 that I want to share with you guys. Now you see we have 10 badge point upgrades for a two-way slasher here, and this is what I'm showcasing to you guys because this is specifically for a player that's going to be playing the wing more so off the ball. Now, if I was on the ball, I would probably put on difficult shots, but let's just get into the badges. Now, as far as this loadout, I love the fact that this is really an all-around loadout for somebody who's just going to be putting up shots at a potential high clip. That means more than 4 or 5 shots a game in a 3v3, 2v2 game, which that's a significant amount if you look at field goal attempts. But outside of that, catch and shoot, we already know how beneficial this badge is, but especially for a wing player. So if you don't understand what a wing player, 2K players call it a corner, but a wing player is somebody who's going to be off the ball, but still a guard. So for a short time after receiving a pass, the receiver receives an attribute boost to their shooting. And I think that's a good look, especially because this badge affects more than just 3-point shooting, but also all around shooting. A lot of people write this badge off in the community because they feel like there are other badges like Hot Zone Hunter that are more beneficial than this, but let's talk about a specific situation. You know those 6%, 2%, 7% contests that you get on the defensive end when you're shooting a shot and somebody may or may not hit it? This badge here alone allows me to green on those specific situations. And I love that Deadeye, it really just improves the ability to shoot on those late closeouts, especially if you don't have like base 98 or a jump shot that's just hyper quick. Deadeye is just one of those badges that really allow you to green up at a moment's notice. That takes me into Green Machine. With this, increase the bonus given for consecutive excellent releases. Let me tell you something. If you take a mid-range shot at the beginning of the game and you green it, your Green Machine is now activated. That's another thing that you can keep in mind strategically when you're wanting to use this badge, because after you green that first one and say your second shot, you want to step behind that line and you only got like a 69, 73 point shot, this is going to help you make that shot even more so than before the first shot. So Green Machine on a two-way slasher, I believe you have to have it. Range extender, of course, I believe this is the most beneficial even over a corner specialist, flexible release, steady shooter, whatever the case may be, because this extends the range from which a player can effectively shoot. This is overall the reason why you guys see in a lot of my videos that I'm pulling some wild shots with a two-way slasher and you're like, he's greening this from out yonder. Hey, this badge alone allows me to go into Pro-Am, Rec, and be a dangerous threat, because a lot of times people sag off of me because they see my archetype, see my takeover, and they instantly think, this dude can't shoot. And you see in the videos that I have in the past that we'll green up or even hit a all white in somebody's face, and who knows what's happening on the other end of that screen. Somebody may be triggered. Getting into my last badge before we get into quick draw, it boosts shot percentages as shot attempts accrue throughout the game. And honestly, I think it's a good look that this badge is for somebody that probably isn't going to be a big, but if you play the 1 through 4 position, and if you're a stretch 4 at that, so you're going to be a shooting 4, you got to have this badge. I've done a video on it in the past. I'll make sure to put a card up there, that way you guys can check it out if you want. But even with the description, I'll go ahead and tell you, all you have to take is 2 shots. After you take those 2 shots, volume shooter lights up on every jump shot after that. So a post fade, a mid-range jumper, free throw jumper, anything that you are shooting, this is going to give you a boost. And I think this is extremely beneficial to those shooters that, as long as you're not taking 1 shot a game, you need this badge. And last but not least, quick draw. Now, it speeds up the release of the jump shot, but the main thing I have a problem with this badge is I see a lot of people that have offensive threats, 3-level scores, people who have over 85 plus 3-point rating, and they put this badge on Hall of Fame and they can't control their shot. And it baffles me that they choose to keep it on Hall of Fame, but basically I'm not going to judge that. What I'm saying is I believe this badge should only be on a gold max tier. Unless you're using base 98 and you're somebody on the ball that is a point guard, if you're 2 through 4, quick draw on gold is enough, and you need to find a fast jump shot. And the reason is because you can time it better on gold and it's not as glitchy. A lot of times with this badge, I notice a lot of people run into situations where they feel like they're timing it at the perfect time for the animation, but that bar is already bounced back by the time you released it on your screen. Rather it's due to latency, internet connection, what you're seeing on your monitor, but quick draw on gold or silver is enough for you to make a decision and still be able to make the plays that you want to make happen. And if not, just add Deadeye to that bunch and take one off quick draw and you're sitting pretty. Now for the build that we're going to be using in this video, I wanted to show you the two-way slasher, and you see we only got a 73 3-point shot with a 79 mid-range, so we can still knock down those shots. But the main thing here is I wanted to show you a loadout that really lets me shoot lights out. For those of you that don't know my loadout that I've been running with, 73 3-ball is efficient enough for me, and that's the reason I don't go back to my two-way 3-level facilitator a lot of times, is because my loadout is good enough to the point where if I'm open, you have to respect my shot. So if you're looking forward to more NBA 2K20 content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also hit that bell, that way you never miss a video. Do the 0 right now, and I know they want to try to take advantage of me, but no, we a horse in our own right. Let's get down the floor. Oh, they're not stepping up. We gonna take it all the way. That way, now I'll get that space from range because they think I'ma just drive. Oh, that should have been picked. Let's see though. From yonder, the big man with the green light. Let's not slow down the offense too much. I got my man cutting underneath, and he's still finding a way to get that and one butter bucket. It's not looking good. Man, these boys are making the slowest passes in history and still found a way to get a bucket. Got a shooter with a whole bunch of space. He cannot be relied on. His archetype is a lie. I'm assuming when you have shooter in your archetype that you're gonna be a butter bucket, but he ain't doing nothing but getting dotted up on. Get to a spot, maybe.
From long range.
One more. Oof. He had me worried there for a second. I was hoping he was gonna make a reckless pass, and this man here went up and over. So the shooting has not been on my side today. Let's get to a spot. Oh, green beans. Let's get it going. Gotta give ourselves a fighting chance out here. I thought he was gonna take this screen because I was gonna be here to poke it. Yes, sir, out of bounds. Let's get to some good spots here. I wanna make sure I spread the floor. He ain't guarding me. That is a lean back butter bucket. I don't know if his controller locked up on him or he chose not to play defense, but I'm gonna burn him up if it's there for me. Ooh wee. Where are you passing the rock to? We are still a defender out here. One more, out to a shooter. He has yet to green light for me on an open look. He trying to find a way. Okay, from yonder, not getting it. Let's see, shooter with it. He doing a lot of reckless dribbling. I don't like it. Let's give it to my man over here. Little bit of space. Ooh, he set the contact and all. Got me over here. Catch and shoot, butter green. If we have it, we gotta take it. Man, rough shot. Let's see what the shooter gonna do. Pull up.
Jesus Christ.
This man is a lie. His archetype is a lie. Can we stop? Can we pull up again? And it's a corner. Deadeye. 18 to 11. Oh yeah, beautiful. Now we get a chance.
Nani?
This man dribbled out of bounds. I will not understand. Shoot him one more time. Can he get one? Good grief. This man is 1 for 5 and 0 for 3 from 3 with the name shooter in his name. I don't think I've ever seen anything this bizarre. Give him the midi. Let's finish it. get up the floor, a step back, pull up, green beam to finish this thing off. I look more like a shooter than this man. He left the game. So my people, I want to know from you guys, what are your shooting loadouts looking like as far as the build that you have? Even for those of you that only have a 65 overall 3-ball, what is the setup that you're using on a typical day-to-day basis? Now, as far as my real shooters out there, do you trust Green Machine and Range Extender or even Deadeye over Hot Zone Hunter? And have you still been using that badge even after the update where Hot Zones changed so consistently as it has? But outside of that, man, if you made it to this point in the video, make sure to leave lights out in the comment section because your boy Till would truly appreciate it. And hey, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one, my people.
Perfect.